What's up guys, my name is Joey and in today's video we will be discussing the new play to earn game called 9D NFT and basically determine if this is a game you should invest in, yes or not. But remember guys, you need to have your own opinion and basically do your own research and also take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because the main reason why I created this channel is for you guys to be able to develop your own identity as an investor, because that is the main important aspect guys. Really have your own voice, really have your own opinion and be a leader, and definitely do not be a sheep. So let's dive straight into it guys. What is 9D NFT? 9D NFT is a RPG, MMORPG mobile game in Vietnam, as far as I could figure it out. Basically, like the first thing that we do, right guys, you might know it by now, is we do a quick overview to see if the game is worth our in-depth analysis and to basically invest more time into the project, because there are so many projects each and every day coming out. We really have to have a technique or a filter in place to figure out which project deserves more of our time, right guys? Otherwise you will waste a lot of time into projects if you're gonna do a deep analysis on every single project. So in the first stage, in the quick overview, we look at their website, we look at their team, how much hype is there around that project. If it checks all the boxes, then we can decide if we dive in a little bit further with our analysis, right guys? So the first thing, their website, yeah, it really looks like a MMORPG from Asia, guys. It really has the same art style. It has a certain art style design attached to it, right guys? If you look up Asian mobile games, MMORPGs, you will see this style coming up a lot. So it doesn't look that bad for what it is, right guys? If you continue a little bit down, like I wouldn't choose this font, to be honest. I can barely read it. The overall design, it's okay. Like this is what I dislike, if your contact address are like on top, because it's like screaming selling, but I don't know anything about the game yet. Like sell me the game first, tease me into your game before you have your contact addresses and loot boxes for sale already. Like I don't care. I want to see the game first. I want to see the potential first in order for me to invest. So this is what I personally dislike. If they first want to try to sell me things before they actually try to sell me their game first, or how their development looks like, who they are. So that's personally an aspect that I certainly do not like. But nonetheless, the first 3D martial art metaverse NFT game in SEA. Well, it's not the first, guys. I can tell you that much. There are so many of these type of games out there. Let's go down a little bit more. Classes, Bowmaster, like you have your like generic classes here, guys. Staff Master, Bowmaster, Zitter Master. What is that? Zitter Master can effortlessly control the flow of energy incorporated into the sounds of their lute. What the hell is a lute, guys? Which are sometimes as gentle as water flows or as sharp and deadly as ice shards for its straight and counting the water. Well, that's a unique class for sure. That's what I like. I like to see unique classes, guys. So that's definitely great. They look good. Like it reminds me of the game that I used to play like a long time ago called Conquer Online. Conquer Online was basically like the godfather of these type of games, especially in the Asia and Middle East countries, guys. Like these type of games are highly popular within those countries, and especially because they don't demand a lot of hardware power, right, guys? Because hardware is generally speaking pretty damn expensive, and if you can play these type of games on the mobile, it opens up a really big market, and especially in these type of countries, because everyone has a mobile phone, everyone has a smartphone right there. So the revenue for these type of games and these type of gacha games on the mobile in these countries are ridiculously high. So it's definitely something I would be interested in investing if everything lines up, right, guys? So the classes look good. It reminds me of a game that I used to play back in the days, which was highly pay to win, and all these games are highly pay to win, guys. That's just the way they are developed. That works in these type of countries, right, guys? I don't know why, because they don't have a lot of money to spend, but they rake in a revenue that is mind-boggling. But you feel like that the trend, especially in the Western and America, the trend on pay to win is a little bit diverted, right, guys? Everyone has a strong opinion about that now. You see that the Netherlands, for example, already banned loot boxes, and that's only gonna spread out more, right, guys? So the term pay to win and the mechanics that are pay to win will be a little bit more banished in the future, especially for the Western type of countries. But in Asia, that doesn't seem to be the case as of right now, right, guys? So let's go continue down the website. So we see the classes. That's quite nice. Some generic, some unique classes. Not a lot of different classes, but that's fine. Play to earn. So basically here they try to explain that this game is play to earn. So, you know, you play the game and you earn a certain token or NFT that you can later on sell on third-party websites or in their in-game marketplace. I don't actually know how that works quite yet within their universe, but yeah, that's it. COGIVERSE. Yeah, I really dislike the font, guys. Like I can barely read it, but that might be just my flaw. Koji is an online MMO game platform that uses blockchain technology to bring you uses to real-life value through game by digitalizing assets. Koji will develop many more games to form a MMORPG gaming ecosystem within the COGIVERSE. That's interesting, guys. First project of Koji ecosystem is a MMO martial art game called the 9D NFT. So that is definitely interesting. Like, I can only imagine how that looks like, right, guys? If you have like a character in a MMORPG, you can later on transfer that character to play in a Street Fighter style of game and basically have a metaverse or an ecosystem where you can use your character in different type of games. That sounds fun in my opinion. Tokenomic, we're not gonna go into that, guys. Tokenomics is something that I want to dive into deeper once my stage 1 of research is completed. So when my quick overview basically checks all the boxes for me to dive in deeper, because to understand their tokenomics, their vesting period and all that type of data costs a lot of time, right, guys? So let's go further down the roadmap. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 until 2028. This looks good, guys. I have to admit, it's pretty detailed. Building Koji cross-chain platform for gaming industry to connect with major ecosystems. Layer 1, creating a dedicated wallet for Koji gamer community. New feature Guild War. Let's look at 2023 real quick. Releasing limited test versions for Project N2. I don't really know what that is, but launching new activity Castle Clash. Now this, guys, this is a great example of a roadmap. I really like this. You can click on the different years and what are the goals for each and every single year. It's quite detailed. I like it. I can understand what they're trying to do, and they even have a long-term approach within a roadmap. It's not very detailed on the long-term approach, but that's fine. It at least contains a long-term vision for their game or their project, which is a good thing, guys, because if we compare this roadmap, for example, with the project that we last reviewed called Pizza Game. So this is the roadmap of Pizza Game, and you can already tell the difference, right? This is a simple, lazy, one-page infographic that doesn't tell me a lot. Just host a couple shallow, meaningless sentences like more feature to Pizza Game. Well, what are those features then? If you already have an idea, then tell me about those features. Otherwise, I, as an investor or player, have not a clue what's upcoming. Like, it doesn't make sense, guys. It's very lazy. And you see these type of lazy infographic type of roadmaps a lot within the space, guys. Some games even have like 3 sentences and that's their roadmap. It's absolutely ridiculous. So please be careful for that, guys. If a roadmap is lazy, then their team is also probably lazy. So yeah, that's for me personally, it is a big red flag. Now let's scroll further down, guys. So the roadmap really looks good. Now their team, that was a little bit difficult for me to figure out what was going on. And here basically started my major concerns around this project, because if we look at this guy right here, Kevin Nguyen, yeah, I'm not even gonna try it further, guys. Bear with me for Vietnam names, okay? Most likely I pronounced that wrong. But this guy right here, Kevin Nguyen, I'll just say it how I think it is. This picture right here didn't really add up, because if I try to find that guy, it redirects me to a company called Enterex, where his name is Koyugen instead of Kevin all of a sudden. If you can see it right here. So if we compare Kevin Nguyen and on Enterex, his name is Kugen Nguyen, so it's a different name. He's also co-founder of Interact. And if we try to find Kugen Nguyen, or whatever his name is, Kevin, but let me just say Kevin, okay, guys? If we try to find Kevin with a different name, a co-founder of Interact, it doesn't say anything about 9D NFT. Now, it does state that he has 20 years working on mobile games and MMORPGs, online games. So it does state that, so that lines up. But what doesn't add up is I can't find anything about 9D NFT, which is strange. If you work on the project, you're definitely going to share it on your LinkedIn page, right, guys? So that is weird. That doesn't add up at all. That makes me highly concerned. If we also look up the EnterX official Instagram webpage, we don't see anything about 9D NFT. They don't even say a single word about 9D NFT. If we go back to EnterX, now they have a LinkedIn redirection, whereas 9D NFT have not. Like, I can't click on anything. They don't have a LinkedIn social media icon. What is going on, guys? This is highly suspicious to me. I've also tried to look up the other guys. I can't find a lot, because if we try to search Henry Palm or Ryan Tron or LinkedIn, there's so many of these guys with the same name. That's the issue if you're going to try to research within the Asia space, because they always have the same name over there, guys. It's very difficult to find out who is who. Ryan Tron is apparently also an advisor for the game Tank Battle. Yeah, what the hell's going on? They all work on the company called Gosu Corp. If we go to their website, we can see that they are some type of a publisher backend company where they publish these type of Asia type of RPG MMORPGs on the mobile platform. And we can see 9D NFT here, but we can't find anything regard any personal that are listed right here. Gosu Corp, who else? Gigan also Gosu Corp, but we can't find anything, guys. Like I tried to find their pictures, their team, their information about their team, the people behind Gosu, but I can't find anything. Like not a LinkedIn page, not a picture, not an introduction about who they are. This is weird, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's either that Enterix is sus, right, guys? Because maybe these guys are the fake ones and listed guys that are fake and basically took their co-founder from 9D NFT, or 9D NFT is the fake one and took the picture from Enterix and called their name Kevin. Now, Kevin is not really a Vietnamese name, right? So Enterix, like Nguyen, whatever his name is, bury me, guys. I highly apologize for my pronouncement of these type of names. But this seems to me more authentic than Kevin. If you're from Vietnam. Henry is also not really a Vietnamese name, right, guys? It's quite hilarious if you think about it. Now, if we go down advisors, I haven't done any research on these guys, but you know, they're advisors. You can't find a lot of information about them 9 out of 10 times, and they could be literally anyone. Advisors doesn't mean anything to me, guys, because they can list anyone and everyone and call them advisor. It doesn't really matter. Now, this is also interesting. Partners and backers. Now, we can definitely see that this is the same picture as the guy that is listed here, right, guys? Kevin is definitely the same as the Kevin in this picture. Now, if you are involved in another company that's on the blockchain called Enterix, sure, it would be listed in the partners, right, guys? Well, it's not. I can't find the logo of Enterix or Enterix announced here at all, right, guys? I can't see anything. I have no clue what's going on here. The other thing that came to my attention is that some of these are pretty low res, which is weird. If you're a big mobile game development company, then sure, you'll do a little bit effort on your website, and your website will definitely look high res for the minimum, right, guys? Also, if we look at the social media buttons, they look very low res. Now, it's the simplest task to make your social media icons on your website high res, so it looks like I have very thick glasses and I'm looking at these social media icons, right, guys? They are really low res, which is weird. Now, if we look at their white paper real quick, and again, I have to admit their white paper really looks good. It has an identity, artwork looks really nice, the information is really in depth. I'll go through it a little bit quickly with you guys. Yeah, their data is backing up. They did their market research. Seems like I really have to dive into deeper to really understand what all those data mean. But they've done their research, game market overview. This is a white paper that is set up really nicely because they set it up with infographics, so it's easy for the reader to understand, because it can be quite technical, especially if you do a market analysis. For the audience to be able to understand what you have researched can be quite difficult, and they did it right, in my opinion. You know, everything looks great. The white paper really looks good. I don't have any complaints with this. This would be a very interesting project to invest in if Kevin wasn't so sus to me, right, guys? Kevin is ruining this investing opportunity for me. Please continue to scroll down. Like, it's so good. They describe how the play to earn mechanics is gonna work. They already show their in-game assets, which is really nice. So you can already have an idea on how the game is gonna look like. Reward token. Yeah, this would be something for stage 2 of our research to understand if that aligns with our ideas as well, right, guys? Roadmap. Yet again, guys, this is a very good detailed roadmap. This is a roadmap that I like to see for any other project. So if you want to develop a project yourself, this is a roadmap, guys. This is how you should develop a roadmap. Yeah, everything is listed, guys. This white paper is really damn good. But the thing that I still do not understand is Kevin graduated from Ho Chi Minh City, University of Technology, co-founder CTO of Gaia Studios, 20 years of experience in software development. Well, that definitely lines up with what's stated here, right, guys? They really took the information from this LinkedIn page. But is it the same guy? That's the question. Is Kevin Cayugan or is Cayugan Kevin? If that is the case, then I wonder why they don't all have a LinkedIn page redirected, because like the LinkedIn pages are hyperlinked on their Enterix, but why isn't it on 9D NFT, right? I don't see anything. This is highly suspicious to me, guys. Advisors, yeah, I don't really care about that. Development, there is a game called 9D NFT on the Play Store. I haven't downloaded it yet because I still find it a little bit suspicious about what is going on. I'll probably do that on a VPN later and see if the game is already playable and how that game looks like. And if we scroll further down, like their white paper really looks good, guys. It's very in-depth, very nice. Read it yourself if you want to, if you're interested in. So basically that wraps it up, guys. The game does look good. It looks like a Mmorpg from Asia, which it is, of course. It definitely has the same style of these type of mobile games, which I would be honestly interested in investing if I would understand their token a little bit. Now, why I'm not really willing to do the tokenomic research is because I'm a little bit concerned for this project. And the main concern is Kevin. Kevin, what are you doing? Who are you? I sent a message to Kevin on LinkedIn. I sent a message to Nayugan, which I hope it's Kevin, because if it's not, then it's highly suspicious. But the white paper looks really good. The website overall looks okay. The thing that I dislike are their font choices and the low-res elements within their website, because it's a little bit amateuristic, guys. If you are a big company that develops MMORPGs on the mobile platform, then why are your icons or your images of such a low res on your website? It doesn't really make sense to me. It's a little bit of a design flaw in my opinion. This is a really difficult choice to make. I would just wait for the message from Kevin or what was his name again? Kayugan, or however you pronounce that, because I find it highly weird, guys. Some things definitely do not add up. Also, that Ryan Tron is also an advisor on tankbattle.com. It doesn't state it anywhere else that he's an advisor on Tank Battle. So it's either that these other games and companies like Edrex and Tank Battle are just using these guys from 9D NFT, or that this project is false. Like either way, it's tremendous red flag for as an investor, right? I can't deny that. So do your own research, guys. Maybe you can find more information about this. Please let me know below in the comments or join my Discord channel to discuss this with me. I'll definitely let you guys know if I get more information about the Kevin guy, but for now it's highly suspicious and therefore I'm not gonna invest as of right now. If it is going to be all legit, guys, then this might be interesting. I will definitely do more research about their tokenomics and see how the vesting period looks like, how they distribute that token, right, guys, and if those percentages are lining up with my interests. So that's it for 9D NFT, guys. Basically do your own opinion. I think it's highly suspicious because why would you name yourself Kevin and the other guy is named Henry? Meanwhile, they're based in Vietnam. And maybe they want to be interested for the European market as well, and therefore they change their name. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I even tried to translate the name Cayugan from Vietnamese to English. Maybe that means Kevin. I don't know, guys. I'm very ignorant when it comes to these type of names. But nah, it didn't work that way. This wasn't translated into Kevin. So but at least I tried. Okay, guys. So that's it for 9D NFT. It's a little bit comical, in my opinion. I had fun researching this project. I hope Kevin is watching this too. Kevin, you better be Kevin. Otherwise, yeah, stay away from this project, guys. And remember, guys, be a leader in this space and do not be a sheep. Peace out.